Welcome back. We now have game 2 of Slay the Troggoth King. As you can see, for the Troggoths, the Troggoth was annoyed. He was stood on the hill watching, and the Fell Waters didn't go a good showing, so he decided to show him how it's done. Along with the Unit 3 Rock Guts, Unit 3 Rock Guts. Playing in hard, so I'm making it hard. And on my side, I have a unit of 5 Skull Reapers, the Essential Slaughter Priest in every Khorne army, and after rolling I lost one guy with a 1, so I now have 9 Blood Warriors, one with the glaive. So there we have the little Khorne warband, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll on the events table. I rolled a 5. Oh, I get an extra command point. That may come in handy. And then the final thing I need to tell you about is I've got a major victory last time, so I've picked my artifact of power. And my artifact of power is my Slaughter Priest. Not only does he get 1+ rend to one of his weapons, which I'm going to put on the one with 3 attacks, on a wound of a 6, he gets double damage. I mean, it only makes him damage 2. If it was more damage, that'd have been awesome. So there we have the setup for the Troggoth King. So it's time for the roll-off. Oh, by the way, the aim of this game is my Slaughter Priest has got to get over there, past the Troggoth and into there. That's the whole aim of the game. It's not fun for Khorne because it's all about running and getting there quickly, but you know. So 1 to 3 the Troggoths go, 4 to 6 Khorne goes. And it's a 2. So the Troggoths get turn 1. So we'll start. They all start 15 inch away, so they are all on the farthest away. So a 1 or 2 would be preferable. Anything else is advance. Oh, 1, sorry, is dumbstruck, so I want 1, 2 or 3. I got a 3, which is hold. And they are not in range to throw. The throw is only 12 inch, so that's excellent. The Troggoth. A 3, which is hold. And again, he has no shoot. So that's excellent. And the last Rock Gut unit, a 4. That is advance. So they will get to move up and then shoot. So their movement is 6 inch, not 5. If they roll equal to or less than the number in the skull, I should have got them closer to the Slaughter Priest, but they got the nearest unit. And the nearest unit is the Skull Reapers. So they will throw at them. So I need a 6. Anything less than 6, I take in D3 mortals. It's a 4, so I am taking D3 mortals. Oh, of course they kill a guy who can't pile in. So that guy there was useless this battle. He just got a brick to the face. It's not a good start. Although that is the end of the Rock Guts turn 1. I am going to spell D6 mortal wounds onto the Troggoth. He's the big guy I need to try and kill first. Get him out of the way. And it doesn't go off on a 3, just what I needed. Well, at least I didn't mortal wound myself. I'm good at that. So what I'll do then is everybody's going to start moving up in position to charge in. I'll be using command points at the start. So as you can see, Khorne shuffled up. They should be 4 inch away, but I get a +1 to my charges, so they need a 3 to get in on the Rock Guts. My Slaughter Priest has just shuffled up. My Blood Warriors are shuffled up. They're going to try a long charge into one of those. If not, they can always try and get into the side of those guys. So we'll start with the Skull Reapers. Roll a 7, which gives them an 8, so that's fine. That'll be excellent. And then the Blood Warriors. A 9. I'm going to give that a measure, because I believe they're in. So we'll be back once I've measured everything. Right, so the Blood Warriors only get a 5 inch movement. The banner only gives them +1 bravery. It doesn't give them extra movement. I don't believe they get a plus on the charge. No, so they can't reach them. The base move is only 5. They start 15, so they're 10 away, but they can make it into the side of those. So I'll see what their 8 inch does, because that may get them, but I doubt it. If not, everybody's piling into the Rock Guts, so we're back when everybody's piled in. Yeah, so no, their 8 inch wasn't enough to get them over there. The Skull Reapers over there, so they went 8 inch that way, around the side, these guys went 9-inch, covering them all there. And it'll be my combat first, so I'll go with the Skull Reapers. They are a little deadlier, and they are all in. So, Vicious Mutation first. 3s, then 4s. It hits. And it wounds. Excellent. So that is 1 rend. So their 5 becomes a 6, which they don't save. And that one is D3, I believe. Yeah, D3. So D3 damage. Only the 1, which they get a 5 save at. Which of course they make. So after all that, it didn't matter. And then up next is their normal attacks. Oh yeah, sorry, one of my command points has been used. The Blood Warriors have all out defense. The reroll saves of 1. So there we go. 4 guys in, 4 attacks each. 6s are mortals. 3s and 3s. Well, that's pathetic. Should have given them a reroll. 2 6s, so that's 2 mortal wounds. Oh, of course it did. So 4 wounds total. That wasn't in. So a 5 up. Save 1. Add the 2 mortal wounds for another 5 up save. The save 2, so I've only done 3 damage. I was supposed to kill a guy. And in the spirit of fairness, it'll be 2 guys into the Skull Reapers, 1 guy into the Blood Warriors. So I'll do the 1 guy into the Blood Warriors first. 3s and 3s. Both hits. Both wounds, of course they are. 2 rend becomes a 6. If I save these, they take a mortal. If I don't save these, they get to pile in an attack. So I didn't save them, and I didn't get any 1s. So that's 3 damage, which is 3 guys dead. So I'll take 1 and 3, because then the other guys get to pile in on my turn. So those 3 guys are dead, but they do all get to pile in an attack. 2 attacks each. 3s and then 4s. I just want 1 wound to kill that other troggoth. That 1. So 3s and then 4s. So I only did 2 wounds, which they get a 5 save at. Save neither. They get a 5 save at the 2 damage. Save 1, which does the 1 wound I asked for. Which does kill that guy. From that guy there. Like that. And then they are full. And now it is my Blood Warrior's turn. 5 guys attacking. I will start with my glaive, which is 3s and 3s. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 1 rend. So that becomes a 6 save. The save neither. That is 4 damage. To 5 up. They save 3 of them, of course they do. So I do 1 damage, but that's only with the glaive. And then it is... He's not in. So it's 3 guys. 1 for the unit champion. 3s and then 4s. 3 misses. 3 wounds. 5 up. Save 2. 5 up. Saved all 3, of course they do. And that is the end of Khorne turn 1. Now, Battle Shock, I'm a 7. Minus 3 gives me a 4. Do I use my last command point? I can lose 2 guys. No, I'll roll it. Go on, I'll run the risk. Of course I lose 2 guys because I said it. Why? So that went about as horrendous as it could for Khorne. And I've no doubt it's going to go worse when I do the roll-off and troggoths get turn 2. But we shall see. I was supposed to wipe those out because he is very, very unsafe. So roll off for turn 2. And of course, as I said, the Rockguts get it. So we'll start with this unit of Rockguts over here. They roll a 6, which of course is charge, which means they don't get to shoot at least. So they get a move and then they'll charge. Oh, thank you, sweet Jesus. they have to charge the nearest one, and they're 8 away, he's 11 away. So they're not charging me Slaughter Priest. So I'll move them over and then get them charged in. Yeah, 8 inch away, so they can only move 5, not 6, to stay outside the 3. And then here comes the charge. 9, so here comes the pain over there. So there we go, they're in. So those 3 guys, obviously, you go with the 3 unit. Oh no, they don't get to attack yet, because the other 2 units have to go. It's not the combat phase. Nearly. So the Trog boss is outside a 3, but is inside a 12. He rolls a 3, which again is charge. Again, the nearest unit, so he'd about face and move up. And then, yep, ease in 2. And then the unit of rock guts in close combat. 1 or a 2 on these, please. A 2, excellent, spooked. They run away. Oh, that was actually needed, which means they don't get to regen either. So I'll roll the run dice, which is a 3, so they run 9 inch. It does say just pick 1 enemy unit within 1 inch. And the rock guts down here are in 1 inch of him. So I'm going to kill him, not my vicious mutation guy. And then on a 5+, which he doesn't get anyway, it would have been D3 mortals. And now the troggoth normal attacks. This is going to hurt. So 2 into the Skull Reef. I'll do the 1 into the Blood Warriors first. 3s and 3s. It hits. It wounds. It is 2 rend, so a 6 save. Which they don't make, and it's not a 1 for me to reroll. That's not helped me at all. And that is D6 damage. Rolls a 4. Kills 2 guys. So I'm going to kill the 2. I don't want to kill my glaive. So I'm going to kill the 2 guys down here. 1 into each. 1 was in range of the rock gut. So the guy into the troggoth. 3s and 4s. Of course not. And then the guy into the rock guts. 3s and 4s. Oh, I did a wound. So they get a 5 save. Well, that is the most cocked, I don't even know how. That is fantastic. I mean, I kind of want to leave that there forever. I don't know what it's got stuck on. So let's try again. 5 up. And of course they make it. And that's the troggoth's turn. So now it's my turn, and well, I've got to go with the Skull Reapers because they do the most damage, but there's not much in the way of piling I can do. Because he's closer to that, he's got to finish closer. So as long as I have him there. There we go. So, vicious mutation first with the unbelievably cocked dice. That is amazing. 3s then 4s. It misses, of course it does. Really should have given them reroll hits of 1. The vicious mutation, I can't remember if I rolled it now. So 3s, it hits. In fact, no I didn't, it missed. Yeah, no, I was collecting the dice for the next. So only 2 guys, the other guy's not in. 6s are mortals, 3s and 3s. Not 1 6. Not 1 6 for the mortal. Look at this state, 3s and 3s. Look at that for wound rolls. That's ridiculous. Luckily it's my turn next on the game turn, so I can just run my Slaughter Priest that way. So he gets 3 saves to 4 up. And he doesn't get a second save, so that's not bad. But he does save 2 of them, so he only takes 1 wound. And now the unit of 3 rock guts get to go. So it'll be 2 guys into the Skull Reapers, 1 guy into the Blood Warriors. So the 1 guy into the Blood Warriors, both hits. Both wounds, of course they do. 6 save. But I'm re-rolling 1s. No. But then they do get to pile in and attack after they've died. So they're both dead. And then I'll do the glaive into the troggoth. 3s and 3s. 1 rend though, so his 4 becomes a 5. Which of course he says, because I could have done something. And then the other 2 into the rock guts. 1 missed, 1 hit, 4 to wound. Of course it fails, because why would it not? So that's them. Blood Warriors are now dead. So the other 2 guys into the Skull Reapers. 1 missed. 2 wounds. I get a 6-up save. Oh, I saved 1, thank you. So it only kills 1 guy. So I'll kill the swingy guy there. And then on a 5-up, he does D3 mortals. Which he gets. Excellent. So D3 mortals. Just the 1 as always, which they'll save. Oh no. So a guy has taken a wound. Now I don't take battle shock for Skull Reapers. And all the Blood Warriors are dead. So we are now directly onto Khorne turn 3. Sorry, it's now start of Khorne turn 2, not turn 3. So first off, I am going to attempt to D6 mortal the troggoth. Which again I fail at, so you've done well this game. So in my movement phase, he's going to run. I've got 2 command points, I'll roll it, and then I'll turn it automatically into a 6. Because he's running that away. Right, so as you can see, my Slaughtered Priest has run as far away as possible. 12-inch run was excellent. And I'm going to use my last command point. And they are going to have, the Skull Reapers are going to have reroll hits of 1. So it's the Skull Reapers to go. So the Vicious Mutation first. Everything's going into the troggoth. So the Vicious Mutation first. 3s. So it fails, of course it doesn't. It wasn't a 1. See? So 2 guys, 3s and 3s, re-rolling 1s, 6s and mortals. Everything into the troggoth. I've not done a mortal on the troggoth yet with these guys. Oh, that time I have. No 1s though, the only 2 misses were both 2s. 2 6s though, so 2 mortals. And then 3s to wound. So again, 3 2s. So in 9 dice, I have just rolled 6 2s. That's not bad. So 3 wounds. The mortals automatically go through. So he's taken 2. And then these, he gets a 4 save against. Which he only saves 1. So he's actually taken another 4 damage. So he's up to have taken 5 wounds. That wasn't a bad showing. Not bad at all. But now they're going to get squished into a pulp. And then I've got to hope to get to start the next turn and at least I've won the game. So, obviously, I'll go with him first. So he'll do his Crushing Grip. It needs to be greater than, is it? Equal to or greater than. So he needs a 3+. A 1. So he doesn't crush anybody. That's good. And then he gets 3 attacks. 3s and 3s. 2 hits. 2 wounds. They are 2 rend, so I get a 6 save, which I really need to make because these are d6 damage each. I don't make either, so it's 2d6 damage. 6 damage kills them both. 5. So, a guy dies. A guy's got a wound left, and they might have been wounded out now. I'll have to measure. But on a 5+, he does mortal back. Oh, he didn't do a 5. He didn't get a 5+. So I'll measure that and we'll be back. So here we go, the all-important roll-off. I really do need this. Oh, and Khorne gets it, which does automatically win me the game. Because I get a command point, I can just run straight over there. So thankfully, even though everything else died, I did get over there. So that is excellent. So for the final act of this game, see how many people I lose. On a 1, I lose a blood. Every one from these 9, I lose a blood warrior. Just 1 again. I've done quite well with that. I only keep losing 1 guy, so I'm down to 8 blood warriors. And now the one that worries me the most. 5 skull reapers. Oh, and I've done it again. No 1s. Twice I've managed to keep 5 skull reapers. I think it was 3 last time and then 5 this time. So, Khorne does get a major victory because he got over there, even though everything is still alive over here. I just ran him like a little girl out of the way. So we're back with game 3.